Hey everybody, and welcome to Get Shit Done's Tactical Tuesdays. And as per popular request, I am bringing back the Trello training that I was doing for Tactical Thursdays back in 2017. I had a lot of people that really enjoyed these trainings, and so I've decided that I'm going to do a full 9-week series on all of the systems that I have set up in Trello, including my personal board, business management. What else am I doing? There's all sorts of things. Business management, client management, call tracking and follow-up. The list goes on and on. And this will be a 9-week series. So definitely stay tuned for this, and I'll be sharing it out everywhere. I'll also be adding it to my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to start off without any further ado. My name is Cindy. For those of you who don't know me, I help online businesses interpret and heal functional chaos by establishing simple foundational practices to support sustainable growth and freedom. And I did share this system last year back in December, but I've tweaked it a little bit over the holidays, and I've really got it dialed in. So I'm going to go back and start fresh, redo the whole Trello training, and start over again. So the most important board that I think is, hi Nathan, that I think should be, that everyone needs to have is the My Week board. And this is where all the magic happens. Hi Teresa. So the magic happens with My Week, and this is how I managed to get all of my work done every single week, day after day. And if you're in the 5-day Get Shit Done challenge, I talked about how when you do the system over and over and over again, you start to eliminate the 911 tasks that are the emergencies. And that's when you get to start setting up this ideal week where you have daily tasks that you do on each specific day, and there's never an emergency. Everything gets done, and you remain calm, cool, and collected. So to start off, first things first, we have what I call the shit list. Now you can name it whatever you like, that's fine. I just like to call it this. This is where all my ideas go. This is where any expressions, things that I should use, sayings come up that I think, oh, that's perfect, I should use that. If I have a brilliant idea when I'm out grocery shopping or in the shower, I write down my things to create or do. This is where I keep tracking numbers, certain information that is really important to me, and my 2018 goals. So this is like my brainstorming list. And there's an app that you can get on your phone, the Trello app. So even if you're out cruising around and not working, if you have an idea, you can just pull out your smartphone, drop it into this list, and then deal with it later, but you're not searching for a pen and paper, trying to write down an idea, or perhaps not even finding that pen and paper and forgetting everything. And we don't want to forget those brilliant ideas that we have. So that's the shit list. And then you'll want to have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday list. So for each day, you're going to have a daily task list. Now, I don't work on Sundays, so I don't have a daily task list. I do have some housekeeping tasks. So I have a dog, so I have to go and clean up the yard. I have a cat, so I need to clean the litter box. I have some plants, so I need to water those. So those are on my housekeeping tasks. But then during my work week, I have a daily task list under each card. Now, before I even get started on that, each day is broken down into things that I want to do that day. So Mondays are my CEO day. This is the day where I plan everything for the week. I plan out my content plan. I make sure my Trello boards are all organized. I do my money date. I make sure that all my invoices are out. I check my bank accounts. I make sure that my business is functioning at an optimal level. And this day is strictly for me. I do my education on this day. So if I'm taking any courses or if I have any coaching homework that I need to complete, that's when I do this work. Now, I also run a group program, so this happens on Monday. That was just the only day I could fit it in, but that works for me in my schedule, and that's how I do that. So my daily task list for Mondays looks a lot different than it would for any other day. But I do have certain tasks that I do every single day, Monday through Sunday. So I stretch and meditate every morning. I brush my teeth. I even have that on my Trello board. I make my bed. I do a tarot card reading. I clean up my kitchen. I make sure I have my greens drink. I keep a gratitude journal for my boyfriend who was on the call. He might still be here. I go through Facebook saved links. So a lot of times when I'm cruising through Facebook and I see something that I'd like to respond to using my social media strategy, but I don't really want to take the time to do it right then and there, I'll quickly just save this. And so as a reminder, I have this on my Trello board to go through these saved links and go back and comment on anything that might be relevant. And then my daily social media action, which is the freebie that many of you have. If you don't, leave a comment and I will make sure that you get the link in order to get that. It's basically 30 minutes a day, and I'm able to book 5 to 10 sales calls per week if I use it consistently. Then on Mondays, I have my group training or Q&A. I have a couple of clients' emails that I need to check. I need to do some project management work for another client. I check Facebook ads. I don't run Facebook ads for my own business, but I do Facebook ads for some other clients. So I make sure that those are running at an optimal level. I always move my body in some way, and I do a must-do tomorrow list, which will be a part of the 5-day Get Shit Done challenge. So if you're in there, you'll hear about that. If you're not, get in. And then part of my CEO date. Here I do my money date, so I make sure that all my money is sorted out and straightened, and I know what's coming in, what's going out, and then I always know my bills are paid, and I get myself out of debt. I send time reports to those clients that I work on an hourly rate with. I send Facebook ad reports to those that I do Facebook ads for. I do my own Facebook page analytics so that I know what's working and what's not. I do a tarot reading for my client support for the week and how I can support my clients in the best way possible. I create my content plan for my Facebook Lives and my newsletter and my blog posts that go out. I check my meeting status so I know exactly who I'm meeting with that week, whether virtually or in person, so that I know when to be where and on time, and I know exactly what's coming up. I can also prepare for those meetings if there's any notes that I need to get in order. I plan my week, and then I adjust my Trello boards. So that's my Monday. So when I'm going through this, if I do something, I just click it off. And then once everything's clicked off, all I do is uncheck everything and change the due date to the next week. One thing you have to make sure of is that you are adding yourself as a member to each card. That way you will get notifications of it. And I'll show you a little trick at the end of why I do this. I always select a due date, and you know I like to color code, so this is where I color code everything. For me, blue is personal, red is work, purple is for bills, green is for education, and orange, I believe, is for my group program. So that's my Monday daily task list. So then from there, I have all my bill payments, and I have them all with due dates. So I know exactly what payment is coming up each and every week so that I never miss a payment and I never have to pay an overdue fee. Then on Tuesdays, client work and calls. So on Tuesdays, my daily task list looks a little bit different. So this is the consistent client work that I might have to do. So I schedule out several different ConvertKit emails for clients, and I also go in and make sure that WordPress is updated, and I do security checks on the websites that I manage. I also do my Tactical Tuesday. So here's my checklist for that. Then again, once all this list is done, I change the due date and it moves it down the list. Wednesday is content creation. So again, I have a different list here. The daily tasks is very similar, but my content creation is a little bit different. Then Thursday is client work and calls. Friday, same thing. And then Saturday is education and catch up. So education, whatever doesn't fit into my Monday CEO date, I'm doing on Saturdays, or I'm catching up on some client work that I maybe didn't get finished during the week, or this Saturday I'm doing my taxes. So it's always for something a little bit extra that doesn't fit within the regular week. So that is the basics of my week. Obviously, I have a few things in here. I do meal planning, so I always move this around whenever I have to meal plan. I have a whiteboard on my fridge where I just write down the meals for the week, so that's super easy. I have a monthly task card, so I know what I need to do at the last day of every month, and I can just schedule that in because of my CEO date. What else do I have in here? I think that's about it. So that's all my payments, all my daily task lists, everything else. So if there's something on this shit list that I really want to get done, say I want to do this week. So all I need to do is add myself as a member, add the label because it's work, put a due date on it. We'll say Thursday, Wednesday because that's content creation. Save, and now I'm going to move it over to Wednesday. So now that that's done, now I can go over to Wednesday and I can just click up here and click sort by due date. And then that drops everything that's due right away up at the top. Now there is another really cool feature that I really like about this, and all you need to do, because I've got like 10 different boards, several different boards here, which I will be going through all of these during this video series, but I want to focus on just my week for now. So there's a couple of different things that you can do with this. So I have the calendar power up set up, so now I can see it on a calendar, which is pretty cool if you're a visual person. So I'll show you how to set that up. You just go to show menu, go to power-ups, you go all the way down until you find calendar, and just enable it. You'll see that there. Right now I have it enabled, so I have the option to disable it, but you'll just click enable and then that will work for you automatically. And that's why you want to add due dates, so that it will show up in your calendar view if you want to use that. The next cool little trick that I love to use is this one up here. I click on my name and I drop on cards. And this is why I said it's really important that you add yourself as a member to each card and add due dates. Because what I do is I click sorting by due date, I show cards from all boards, and I show cards active in the last month. So this is going to show me what might be overdue, which, I mean, this is for today, so it's not technically overdue. It is work that I need to get completed by the end of today. And what's coming up in the next day, and what's due in the next 7 days. So this really gives me a good overview of all of the cards in Trello that have my name on it. So that's why it's really important that you add yourself as a member to each card. So I hope that's helpful for today. Next week I am going to be covering, I'll have to go and look at my board to tell you what I'm covering, because I don't know. Content plan. Here we go. Tactical Tuesdays. I'm going to be covering my personal board on Tuesday. So we're going to go over how I organize my personal life using Trello, which is kind of fun, and we'll get that done. And if anybody wants to book a 30-minute free Dish the Dirt call with me to get some strategy on how to use Trello or set up different systems in your business, I have dropped the link for you to book a call with me in the description of this video. So definitely feel free to book that. It's a no-pressure call. I will walk through my services on the call if you're interested. However, there is no pressure. You will leave the call with at least one action step to move your business forward. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. I'm glad you made it. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're on the replay, thank you very much. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you. And again, if you'd like to book a call with me, that link is in the description. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.